welcome to this video about Edu Prado Sounds Library, the extended mandolin. Today I'm going to show you a little atmospheric track, mainly using the patches from the library. And we're going to start by listening to the whole track first, and afterwards to the individual instruments to just have a look into how I'm using the library and what you can do with it. So let's get started. This is the track. You can see that it's mainly the extended mandolin, but down here we have some piano, and in the end there's this little string ensemble. And let's have a listen to the track first. All right, so let's start with the extended mandolin bowed. This sample library comes with a couple of different patches. One of them is called bowed. So this is the original sounding bowed mandolin, and here you have a mixer that gives me the possibility to turn on or turn off different sounds. This first one is simply long, then you have concertino, sulpont, tremolo, spiccato, and Col Legno, and then you also have this release sample. And over here we have different parameters that we can change, like there's a cut-off. This is the cut-off frequency, it's a high cut. Then you have some width that you could add, you have an impulse response reverb with a couple of different impulse responses, and also some spin and an envelope, but just the attack and release, so just what you really need. So that's the library, how it looks like. And let's have a listen to this end here. All right, so this is the bowed patch, which sounds extremely organic. It's just the instrument itself. Very interesting is what Edu Prado programmed here with the pad motion patch. Again, you have a mixer with 4 different sounds in this case, one called pad, a drone, a grain, and a glitch. You can mix them like you want. In this case, I selected the first 3. And instead of a width, you have a drive function that I'm using on this sound. And this is kind of the base of the track here, the fundamental kind of starting point. So let's have a listen to just that by itself. And you will see that I'm automating the cutoff frequency quite a lot to just cut these high grainy sounds that you get from bowing metallic strings, and then slowly let them through. So that's what's happening here. Let's have a listen. Next to the pad motion, there's also a patch called the bowed motion. The pad motion are processed samples, but the bowed motion is actually just the original samples, but in this case they're slowly morphing between each other, so you will always have some change in the timbre of the instrument, which allows me to simply play one note and you will have this constant change of sound, which just keeps it interesting. So the pad in the background is not boring or annoying, it's always changing. So again, I'm using a couple of different sounds here. So I'm mixing along with Concertino and Sol Pond, and also I'm adding some width here, and I selected a splashy hall in this case. So let's have a listen to that by itself. The next patch I'm going to show you is the bass patch. In this case, I'm using the patch called pads, and I'm using the sound here called drone. So you have a couple of different patches with the sample library, but in each patch you have different sounds again. So it's a massive amount of different possibilities. And again, there's drive added, there's some cutoff, and you can see that I'm also using a lot of saturation here to just make it a bit thicker. Let's have a listen to it. This is such a full and warm, deep bass, and in this case I really love that Edo Prado did this here, and he added an envelope function. It's just the attack and release, but with this kind of stuff, it's just awesome because you don't have to go inside Kontakt, search for the envelope, and just go here. It's a short attack, so you have like this impact of the bass, but then a very, very slow release, so it's actually fading out very softly, and that makes this bass for me just brilliant thing for an atmospheric track. And the Col Legno Patch is in the normal bowed patch, but using the Col Legno's sound here. And you can hear that I'm, of course, using a lot of delay, that definitely you can hear, but I'm also just doubling the piano. So let's have a listen to it by itself, and then I will add the piano so you can hear the combination of the both of them. We are already at the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and see you soon again.